Hello, my sweet friend. How are you? It is Crystal Lopez here from crystalandcomp.com. I hope you are having an amazing day. Thanks for being here and hanging out with us while we make dinner. So tonight I'm going to make, this is what I made for dinner tonight. It's an Instant Pot recipe using ingredients that I had on hand from my January and December Costco grocery hauls. Some of this stuff was in my fridge, some of it was in my freezer. If you haven't liked and subscribed, I hope that you will take a moment and do that now. So this recipe that we're making is actually over in my shop, which I've never told you guys about, I don't think. It is getdinneronthetable.net, not .com, .net. If you go to the homepage and just scroll down to the Instant Pot Whole30 recipes, click on that and it will take you right to a place where you can purchase this product for $7.99, where I have 22 Instant Pot Whole30 recipes that are yummy and delicious. And I'm making this tonight for dinner because it uses a lot of ingredients that I have on hand. Like I said, it doesn't hurt that it's healthy and clean. I did add a side of bread with this and some pineapple, which wouldn't necessarily be on your Whole30 if you're trying to like totally stick to Whole30. But I also love that this recipe is one that you just dump everything in the Instant Pot, hit the button, and everything all cooks at once. Adding a side of pineapple and adding a side of bread was just optional that I did for my kids. So I have cut up a medium small onion. You saw that I just chopped it up in bigger pieces. I chopped up, I don't know, probably 10 of those small tomatoes. Use whatever tomatoes you have on hand. It can be canned, it can be Roma, it can be cherry tomatoes, whatever you have, it doesn't matter. It calls for a cup. You always want to cook in your Instant Pot with a cup of liquid. This called for a cup of chicken broth. I use water and then I add the bouillon, as you see. Now we're going to drop in the thighs. I love cooking thighs. I have fallen in love with boneless, skinless chicken thighs, but if you have drums on hand or breasts or quarters, whatever you have, you can use those, okay? Just throw them in. I think I did 8 pieces. It may have been 9, but I think it was 8. This is from the chicken that we bought earlier this month at our Costco grocery haul. We're gonna dump in those tomatoes and the onions, and you're gonna love the flavor that those have together. But this is a customizable recipe. If you don't like onions, omit them. It doesn't matter. The recipe does call for fresh green beans, but I had these frozen green beans on hand from my December Costco grocery haul, so we're gonna dump those in. I don't measure, I just dump in how much I think my family needs. The flavor of these green beans mixed with the tomatoes and onions are so good. The recipe calls for dill. As you can see, like, just customize this to what you need. I used Mrs. Dash instead because I didn't have any dill on hand. So I added that and then some salt and pepper, and I added what would be the equivalent of probably 2 cloves of garlic. And then we're just gonna pop the lid on, make sure that it's sealed, and then we're gonna come around and we're actually gonna hit the meat or stew button. If you don't have that, then just do regular, regular cooking, regular high pressure. We're gonna do this for 30 minutes and we're gonna just let it go. And it's truly that easy, okay? So it's gonna take longer than 30 minutes because you've gotta wait for everything to come to pressure. But once it comes to pressure, it will take 30 minutes for the meal to cook, all right? So when that has about 7 to 10 minutes left, I had this package of ciabatta bread that I needed to use up. So we're going to use our air fryer and we're gonna make some yummy Parmesan bread. So I cut that, those bread pieces up into like little angle pieces, added some melted butter on top, cooked them for about 2 minutes, and then I added some grated Parmesan and I cooked it like just literally, this is seriously just pre-grated that came from Costco. It's left over from one of our recent pizza nights, which we've had a couple of family pizza nights. They're super fun. And then I just pop it back in for a few more minutes and let it continue. We want that cheese on top to get nice and crispy and yummy. The kids said it was good. I didn't have any, but the kids said it was fantastic. So now our dinner is almost done. That went off, and now it is time to release the pressure. So we're gonna do that. But wait, we're gonna check that bread. Look at it. It was delicious. Okay, so we are just releasing the steam here. Look at all that steam coming out of the top. Once all of the steam is released, this is depressurizing it. Once it is depressurized, then you can get the lid off. You cannot get the lid off until all of the pressure is out of the inside of the pressure cooker. All right. So this actually today took 6 minutes for all of this to let all of the steam and pressure out, which usually, I don't know, sometimes it only takes 2 minutes. Sometimes it can take 5 minutes. I felt like 6 minutes was a bit long, but we just waited patiently. I went ahead and pulled that bread over so that I could just quickly make plates and we would be ready to go. So I'm just patiently waiting. This is like waiting for paint to dry. Seriously. Look, I'm a little impatient here. I'm just waiting for it to finish up so that we can take that lid off and take a look at what's inside. Now, I will tell you, if you don't put a lot of seasoning in it before, like once you make plates, you may want to add a little more salt and pepper to some of these, especially to intensify the taste of the green beans with the tomatoes and onions. Don't be afraid to do that. You can always add more of each of those. Gotta take a few pictures, you know, that's how this works. But we're gonna just stir this up. It is absolutely amazing. So delicious. And I am just gonna plate these up for some of the kids and for my husband. So we just had, everybody got a thigh and then a mixture of the vegetables and then a piece of the bread, and then I cut up a pineapple and added some of that to everyone's plate as well. And McCoy, he is just in the back there, just hoping that I drop something. He is just hoping and praying that I drop something. Because this the sauce that's in there is so yummy, it may be best to serve this in a bowl just so that you've got your yummy juices there that can go along with the dinner. All right, guys, I hope that you loved this. I hope that this is something that you will make for your family. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video. All right, guys, see you next time.